Somatomay here with the channel update for a Skype message. That really happens, I'm sorry. But this is the channel update for the first year of me actually uploading to YouTube. Yay! It's been about 6 months since my last update, and I've kind of decided that channel updates is a yearly thing. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to me. A yearly channel update. It's, something that's actually not too bad of an idea. So, I have the channel update for January 2nd, 2015. And yes, I am working on this while I'm trying to talk. It's probably not the best idea, but oh well. I don't think I'm gonna like this. But anyway, dude, guys, the year of 2014 was huge. Huge for me. And this thing is tall. Yeah, I don't like it. Yep, that's my undo button. Okay. We gotta lower the height. Yeah, guys, 2014 was a huge year for me. I mean, before that, I hadn't really done anything. Like, nothing. I wasn't a social being at all. So, let's go over what series I started, what series I ended, the whole shebang. To begin with, I started with little series, a little solo world in Minecraft, my second world. Actually, to be honest, my very first video to upload to YouTube on December 30th, 2013. I got a little antsy when I was starting the channel. It was actually a world tour of my first world. And my first series was actually called Soma's Brave Quest. I was on a quest to find my inner Minecraft bravery. And dude, gotta tell you guys, I have found that bravery. I think I found it a little bit too well, almost, but hey, it's no big deal. It's bravery. It is what it is. That someone's brave quests didn't actually last all that long. Let's see. It started December 30th, 2013, so pretty much the same day that I uploaded the world tour. And this was with, I believe at the time I had the OBS platform, and that particular series lasted until April 17th of this past year, 2014, which isn't a bad going time for a first series. At least in my opinion, that's not. But yeah. But the biggest thing that I've done this year is actually the MHC, the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. I picked that up the month of February for the the Underground Challenge, the first one. See, at the time, I was still fairly afraid of Minecraft and all of its mobs and such. Well, not that I am now. I've found my courage. I I think, yeah, I think this is looking okay. It's not done quite yet, but let's need to fix this. Okay, okay. God, this thing is so unwieldy sometimes. But my first Minecraft hardcore challenge from, actually, I don't think I was quite done. Yeah, my first Minecraft hardcore challenge that I ever joined was for the month of February, the hardcore challenge, which I didn't actually challenge myself. The most I did that was actually something that I hadn't done before, you know, was there's the void. I went into the nether. That's about all that I did that was different. And all I did to that was I went in and accomplished my goal of collecting a stack of glowstone. That was the most that I was expecting to be able to do at that point in time. I mean, yes, I'm proud that I did it. It got me into the nether, and that's actually what got me less afraid of Minecraft. Quite literally, walking into the nether once solved my entire problem. I walked into the nether, said hello to the whiny baby, yes, and then continued on my merry way. Which is actually slightly disappointing that that's all it took to become not afraid of Minecraft. But the MHC challenge for me continued from there into the next several challenges. Doing the March Nether challenge, Nether survival, into the April challenge, which I think was the what was April? I know that March was a Nether challenge, and I didn't survive very long in that particular one. I know because in I did a Nether challenge replacement. Yeah, a replacement uploads because I died in the hardcore challenge. So yeah. Oh, I know what April was. April was I the island survival challenge. We had to survive the month on the little island in the middle of nowhere, and we couldn't swim. That was the month in which the Gophercraft crew did this really cool intro. You know, all Max Rider. Max Rider was not. It's just awesome like that. But yeah, I remember that now. But then when following that particular month is when I did my first team. It's when I first started to reach out to people with doing a team called Epic May. That's what we called ourselves. And that was the month of May. I can't remember what that challenge was, but I teamed up with Epic Dragon to do it. I really wish I could remember what that month's challenge was. But I don't seem to be remembering it like at all. Okay. I need to fix this. Bedrock. And I need it to be square. Height needs to be 1. Let's make it really, 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 really big. Because I do need to. Like, this is all sandstone, right? Yeah. Not right? No, that's not right. That's up too high. Oh, that's why. Okay, let's increase this. And then we go down and increase this one. How big is that? Not nearly big enough. Okay. Let's make it bigger. Okay. Anyway. So after the month of May, the Epic May month, we continued on into June, which, if I remember correctly, was the Marry a Witch challenge. I'm pretty sure that's the correct one. And it's in that particular challenge in which I got my first player caused death. Yeah. That was the month in which Epic Dragon actually murdered me because we were fighting about Samantha. Okay, so I don't actually know. I don't remember what it is we were arguing about. More than likely, it was absolutely nothing, and we were just arguing for the sake of arguing. But in the end, I wound up hitting him once with I think I hit him with like a chunk of wood, and he murdered me. It was a funny thing. I very much enjoyed it. Yes, I very much enjoyed it. And let's see. After that, I went and did the solo July challenge, which was survive in the jungle. That was a fun one. I spent most of the time running around with a pumpkin on my head, just for the heck of it, And before the August challenge started, I sent out a tweet asking for teammates again. And I don't quite remember how it happened, but there were 2 people that responded to my tweet to join me in the August challenge. I don't remember how OG responded to me. I vaguely remember that Derp Guru was involved, but OG and New Azusa wound up responding to my tweet. So what has happened is we wound up forming the Team Suicide group. Because why not? Part of what was going on was we were constantly dying. That was a build a village in a desert challenge, which I admittedly would have loved if my teammates had lived. But we didn't actually finish that particular challenge. What happened during that challenge is my teammates both committed suicide in one way or another. I don't remember how they died, I just remember that they died. And I wound up having computer problems for a portion of it, which led to that's not oops oops that's not how that was supposed to go. But I wound up having computer problems for a good majority of it, which is how we wound up not finishing the August challenge. Because at the end of that month, I moved unexpectedly and had expected internet to remain constant. It wasn't quite as constant as I had hoped it was. And so I had no internet at the end of that challenge. Of course. That wasn't exactly a big deal. I missed maybe 2 episodes at the end. All it did was disqualify us from actually winning that particular challenge. See, then I briefly appeared in the Team Suicide September challenge, which resulted in the locked room mystery, in which we're still not sure how I died. I blame Nua. Nua blames me for his death because he died on the same day I entered. So yeah. Witchy curse on him. Total confusion on my part. It's no big deal, right? No big deal at all. Anyway. And MHC continued. Well, it was a little bit of a difficult thing. I briefly appeared again in the Team Suicide's October edition for the first few days. Then I had more internet problems. And then I did a solo offline. Of course, I did record it and upload it during December. But for the most part, it was an offline thing. But I did the November challenge. So you covered. I don't remember what September's challenge was. I think it was like build a castle or something. Yeah, I think September was a build a castle, and that did not turn out the way that I wanted it to. So we gotta take this down a couple more blocks of height. Yeah, that's better. But I believe that, yeah, I think September was the build a build a castle, and then October was build a haunted mansion. November was build a prison, which actually turned out pretty hilarious for the few that I did get to watch. Between Team Suicide and everyone else, most of which I didn't actually watch because I didn't have internet. But yeah, Team Suicide said that it was an investigation to find out who put off a internet bomb that took out my internet, which was actually pretty amusing. I almost wanted to link it up with my own solo series, but I didn't quite remember to do it the entire way through, so oops. But that's not a big deal, really. Okay, need to erode. No, let's try this. But I didn't. I actually did not participate at all in the MHC challenge of December, which was the Great Race, I believe. So, in total, I've missed 2 months completely, but I've not done a solo challenge in a while. Actually, not completely true. I haven't done a connected online solo challenge in a while. Of course, I plan to change that with January, but it's no big deal. Anyway, we just went over all of the MHCs that I've ever done, including my 2 deaths, I believe, including accidentals. Yeah, most of my MHCs. Okay, MHC deaths. I have 2 murders and 1 locked room mystery. I've been murdered by Epic Dragon, and I've been murdered by New Azusa. Quite literally, turned on me. He turned on me one of the times after OG died, when in one of the August challenge, one of our attempts at recording the August challenge, which was actually pretty hilarious. I think he uploaded a clip of that himself. But anyway, back to what we were originally doing. Shortly after I started the MHC, I actually got invited onto Derpville. Now, I haven't exactly uploaded anything of Derpville in a while, mostly because I haven't been playing in a while. I'm trying to do a world tour of the spawn town since it's been so long since I played. But it's not as interesting to do by myself. So, my first episode of Derpville occurred on June 5th, And let's see, I believe shortly after my first episode, I started the World Tour series, the Derpville World Tour, which actually was partly inspired from Doc M77. I think there's an M in there, but I know that it's Doc's World Tour series. I've never actually watched the series, but it's just the title itself that gave me the idea to go and give tours around Derpville, because it's not very often in which Derpville is open for the public to just come on and derp around, which sometimes I wish we could possibly do, but it's not a big deal if we don't. So, okay. And between Derpville and MHC, figured I need to go back to the solo roots. So on July 31st and July 27th, it's only a matter of days apart, but I actually recorded the objects on the same day. I recorded and uploaded the Soma's Adventure and the Witchery Madness first episodes. Witchery Madness is still temporarily discontinued, but Soma's Adventure has been resumed. Actually, not too long ago. I forgot to actually write down when they resumed it. See, I had started Soma's Adventure a couple of days before the 1.8 Minecraft release. I had gotten a little bit too impatient with waiting for Mojang to release 1.8 officially and not just the little craft work in progress ones that they like to do. Man, I am just so impatient, aren't I? Everything I do is impatience. But anyway, that appears to have summed up my year of uploading. Let's see. Overall, I think I've only discontinued permanently one series, and that was the Brave Quest, which ended on April 17th, 2014. So that would have been, I believe that was during the Island Challenge, Island Survival Month, which I just gave up on continuing. I mean, especially since March really cemented the fact that, hey, I am actually brave. I went and survived in another for 5 days. Yeah, I only lasted 5 days. I got a little bit too nether crazy and went and tried to take on 3 blazes at one time. It didn't quite work out as well as I thought it would. But it doesn't quite matter. Okay, I need to erode some of this. Some of it, but not all of it. Don't erode it all, MC Edit. Anyway, let's see. What haven't I covered? I I'm not sure what I haven't covered and what I have. Okay. Well, it is also thing to be known. I've earned a total of 31 subs in the course of 1 year during YouTube. I feel special. Not to mention all the friends I've made through during Derpville. I'm not sure I like this. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Um, let's see. How much erosion is that? Looks like that one's less erosion. So let's go that way. Okay. So, over the course of 12 months, holy crap, that was a lot of erosion. I don't like that. For now, you're just gonna live like that, man. I don't know what to do with you right now. Over the course of 12 months, I gained 31 subs. Granted, technically I gained 33, but I lost 2 during the months of no internet. And I had a total of 951 views, adding up to a lifetime view count of 1,459. I don't necessarily like the fact that I have a lifetime view count because I had made an attempt back in 2008 when I first made my channel to make my channel into an AMV channel. Yeah, that didn't work. I wasn't as interested in that as I thought I was. Putting pictures to music is not exactly my specialty. So, total count, good count. I am quite proud of myself right now. Let's see. And not to mention, in about, I believe it was August, I started this massive thing. Here. See all these checker chunks? All these checker chunks? This is all one map. I'm working on a tiny portion of it, little lower right hand corner. And I am extremely proud of how far I've come with this map. Granted, most people probably aren't going to enjoy playing it because it's a very explorative one. But that's not what matters. What matters is the fact that I have taken up this project. I am predicting I won't be done with it until maybe September of next year, of this 2015 year. Why? Because this thing is huge. I'm still not happy with the terrain I have made. Granted, I have no other way of making the terrain because I have to do it all by hand. But that's not a bad thing. I enjoy doing it by hand. I shouldn't be complaining. But anyway, the plan for the next 6 months until my 6-month channel update, I'd like to continue with the MHC, which means actually recording this month's challenge. Probably a solo challenge because OG is not liking this particular challenge. He doesn't like living underground. Underground challenge reloaded. Woo! Yeah, I can't say I much enjoyed the Underground Challenge the first time, mostly because I was a little wimp and stayed in one place the entire time. I didn't explore the cave that I found, I dropped into. I didn't really explore the nether all that much. I said hello to the zombie pigman chicken jockey that I found. I think it was the chicken jockey. I either found a baby zombie pigman or the baby zombie pigman riding on a chicken. I might have found both. And at the time, I thought that was the rarest thing ever. And it was the coolest, cutest thing I had ever seen. And I wouldn't mind finding another one and naming it. Probably in my adventure world. But anyway, I'm gonna continue on with doing the MHC every month. I'm gonna get back onto uploading schedule. See, Soma's Adventure seems to be consistently being uploaded on Sunday, which is actually a